Hardinerang Nanay. Once again, welcome to our lungga, welcome to our home garden, welcome to our channel. So for today, we're going to transplant our propagations of these black Mamba begonias, one of my favorite begonias, and also Hardinerang Nanay will be giving you basic care tips. So if you are new to this channel, like, comment, and subscribe, and click the notification bell for more gardening tips and vlogs from Hardinerang Nanay. So I have here an improvised bottom net, or you call it mesh hole, or what's that, bottom mesh whole mesh. You call it like that when you order it online, whole mesh or bottom net, especially if you find your the holes of your pots bigger than expected. You can double it. Actually, this one I doubled it because the ones that I'm using has a little bit bigger squares like that. So to make sure, I have to double it. All right, we're going to start transplanting our leaf propagations of our black begonia. But first, we're going to have a good soil mix. I can say that it is a good soil mix because it is very rich in organic matter, and also it is well draining, as our black mambas and other kinds of begonias also need some organic matter. And to make sure that your soil mix is light in the sense that it is well draining, it is not a saggy soil. So our mixture is composed of the black soil, the composted leaves. These composted leaves are found on the forest floor, and then also we have some pumice. The purpose of the pumice is to make the soil not saggy. All right, so if you don't have these composted leaves, you can use actually the rice hull. You can use the rice hull, but it should be carbonized rice hull and not too much, so that your soil will not be saggy. The pumice is very important for you to use to make the soil well draining. And don't forget about the organic matter. The organic matter that I use here is the composted cow manure. If you don't have, there's a lot in Shopee or in Lazada. You can find there the vermicasts, the Bat Guano, like those. All right, so you can use that one. So we have here our propagations. Actually, these propagations, look at that. It's already a perfect time for them to be transplanted. Actually, these ones are from leaf propagations with the stem. Okay, you can see that they're almost ready. How can you say that is almost ready? See, you can see the hairy hairs there. Yes, they are ready because I had one last time I transplanted earlier. They're not really ready. So after how many days it died. So I cried for that because you know why? Propagating these begonias, their through leaves or stems, oh my goodness, they will make you cry if you find it rotted and dead. And then you see the difference. I'm showing you the mature leaves. Those with the hairy ones are the mature ones. So if you find those, actually I suggest that you transplant them already, so that they will continue to grow more. Okay, so let's start. If you find the white residues on the leaves of these black mambas, those are from 7 insecticide. All right, so that's it. We're going to remove this one. A little bit harder to remove. Oh, by the way, the medium that I used in these leaf propagations is the mixture of coco peat and some composted leaves. You can actually use the pure coco peat. All right, there you go. It's a healthy plant. Okay, so they grow in cluster actually. So these are the soil that I used. It's healthy, it's not saggy. Okay, so the cocoa peat is a very good one for you to use in rooting your plants. You can use root growers also, but in this case I did not use any root growers. I use only the cocoa peat and some composted leaves. So that's it. We're going to transplant this one. Actually, we can repropagate this leaf. We can remove this one and then save it, and we're going to propagate it later. I'll show you how. I'll show you what I did later. Always remember that begonias are like succulents also, that they store water in their leaves, in their stems, in their roots, in their tubers. So that means that you should not overwater your begonias. Always remember what always Hardinerang Nanay says, that overwatering is the number one killer of all plants. Watering your begonias depends on the sunlight exposure. Like my begonias, for example, they stay in an area wherein they receive 4 hours of sunlight. So they only being watered at least once a week. You have to observe, all right? For areas wherein 6 hours to 8 hours of sunlight, you have to observe, especially during this summer that it's too hot. They might as well need water twice a week, but be careful, all right? Because overwatering can cause rot. So you have to observe, all right? That is your garden. Which is good or which is best for your garden, because what is best for me does not apply to you. What is best for you is not best for me, because we have different areas of our garden. All right, I mean, we have different areas of our garden. I just repeated that. Okay, for the fertilizer of these begonias, you have to take note that I'm afraid to use triple 16, triple 14 in my begonias. All right, I use organic matter ever since I started collecting begonias, like 2018, and until now I use only organic matter. We have here the Bat Guano compost tea. I'm going to show you later how to make it. And then also we have the vermicast compost tea. We have the cow manure compost tea. Those ones that I use in my begonias. And you know what? They are very healthy. So, they grow faster. All right. So to avoid, the burning of the leaves because of the over fertilization or overusing of the commercial fertilizers, you can avoid them by using organic matter. Actually, there is a commercial one that you can use it safely. We have here the Osmocote. The Osmocote, that is, it is a brand for the slow release fertilizer. So I have here a bottle, a plastic bottle actually. So I put holes on it, and then I'll put the soil mix with the pumice, the soil mix of cocoa peat and some composted leaves. And then we're going to put our propagation here inside for 2 months. Don't water it yet. Okay, the cocoa peat keeps its moisture, but you have to check it after a week or two, just to put a drip of water. That's it, so that the leaf will not be rotten. Okay, we just have to keep this one and wait. Patience is virtue in gardening. If you wish not to put it inside the bottle, you may do so. Just like this one, I did not put it inside the bottle. So this one is the 2 months old propagation already. See, it's very hard. 2 months old of waiting. All right, 2 months of waiting, I mean. Anyway, patience is virtue, and it's a worth to wait for these beautiful begonias. So if you find the flowers of your begonias turning brown, you can remove it. You call it deadheading. Okay, if you wish to plant the seeds of your begonias, you may do so. Okay, the deadheading will promote more stems, more leaves. Okay, so I have here a compost tea of Bat Guano. So Bat Guano is a natural fungicide. So it is very good to use. It is very efficient because you can only use it like for once a month application. So it is full of nutrients also like magnesium, phosphorus, like those. So it helps your plants healthy. So for the recipe of this compost tea, bat guano compost tea, check the description below. So that's it, mga kahardin. Hope you have learned something today. Thank you for watching Asian TV Baguio. Our home, our garden. We believe that all plants grow with love. Like, comment, and subscribe, and click the notification bell for more gardening tips and vlogs from Hardinerang Nanay. Thank you. God bless us all.